Tesla has scored 2 top finishes in Cars.com's 2021 American-Made Index (AMI). The electric automaker grabbed the first and third spots with its Model 3 all-electric sedan and Model Y respectively. For the past 16 years, Cars.com has been compiling a list of qualifying all vehicles built and bought in the United States. It looks at a total of approximately 344 different car models available in the US this year, but the AMI did rank only 90 vehicles. The list of vehicles was prepared based on several factors, including the final assembly location, percentage of US-Canada parts, country of origin of engine and transmission, and US factory jobs relative to the car maker's scale. For the first time in the AMI's 16-year history, the California-based automaker Tesla has sneaked its way to the top, becoming the first all-electric car to humble the Ford Mustang, Chevrolet Corvette, and Jeep Cherokee, which are 3 long-standing vehicles on past lists of the most American-made cars. On the Cars.com American-Made Index for 2021, the Tesla Model 3 has been ranked number 1 after coming in the 4th spot in the previous year. This is arguably a notable achievement for Tesla's mass-market sedan, as it has been crowned the most American-made vehicle, marking the first time an EV has topped the list. Being delivered first in mid-2017, Tesla Model 3 4-year stay in the United States automotive market has proved that EVs can be affordable and can actually displace the majority of traditional gas-powered engines from the US roads. Since its unveiling back in 2017, Tesla's first mass-market EV has performed tremendously well in the EV segment, and recently it was ranked as the 16th best-selling car in the world, according to a Forbes report in May. The key to Tesla's overwhelmingly domestic production process of its vehicles is the company's focus on vertical integration, an approach that enables the automaker to create its own machinery to design things. To Tesla CEO Elon Musk, this strategy could be one of Tesla's biggest advantages over its rivals, as the company will no longer depend on manufacturers to provide various vehicle parts. Of course, the automaker still depends on other manufacturers for the supply of various parts, such as tires, glass, and computer chips. However, with the bulk of the vehicles built in-house, Tesla has an in-depth understanding of its product as opposed to other automotive manufacturers. In addition, the automaker's in-house insurance program receives dividends from the company's vertical integration, as cars are built using many company-produced parts. This allows for a greater understanding of the product. The recently published 2021 Cars.com American-Made Index identified 2 of the top 10 American-made cars by Tesla. As the leading EV maker in the United States, Tesla has dispelled the popular belief that EVs aren't good for the American economy due to the loss of American jobs. American jobs and American-made are becoming more of a priority to consumers. According to the AMI survey, 72% of American car shoppers indicated that domestically manufactured vehicles are a priority when considering their next car purchase, which is up from 70% last year. Interestingly enough, 29% of respondents considered it unpatriotic to purchase an imported or a non-American-made vehicle. The 2021 AMI arrives against a backdrop of scarce inventory amid a microchip shortage and heightened consumer demand. Despite this, there remains a high consumer focus on buying American-made vehicles, as the economy is still emerging from the effects of the pandemic. Lead index researcher Kelsey May says, "For those interested in making the biggest impact here, the index gives shoppers a way to purchase the most American-made vehicle." He added, "Interestingly enough, Tesla Model 3 was not the only Tesla car on the list, as the Model Y became the number 3 most American-made car. This isn't much of a surprise, as the Model 3 and Model Y are built at the same Fremont factory, California, and also the vehicles share 75% of the parts and design." The Michigan-made Ford Mustang Coupe ranked at number 2, whereas the Tesla-rivaling electric Mustang Mach-E did not appear on the list, as it's imported from Mexico. Also, the Tesla Model S and X were not included on the 2021 Cars.com's American-Made Index. Perhaps they were still undergoing some refinement. Back in 2019, the Jeep Cherokee was the most American-made vehicle, followed by the Ford Ranger, which was the most American pickup in 2020. But now, the two vehicles have been beaten by the Tesla Model 3. The two Japanese automakers Honda and Toyota snagged many top spots, each featuring 10 vehicles on the list. However, when a list of corporate parent brands is prepared, General Motors (GM) secures the top position with 19 models. Honda comes in second with 13 vehicles, while Toyota and Ford come in the third and fourth positions with 12 and 11 vehicles respectively. Looking at the Cars.com American-Made Index for 2021, approximately 50% of models are SUVs and crossovers, 28% are sedans and hatchbacks, and 17% are pickup trucks. The annual survey also shows that 5% of the cars on the list this year are hybrid and electric vehicles. Last year, only 7 hybrid electric vehicles were included on the list. In other related news, the Tesla Model 3 was recently described by a European car rental company Virtua as an electric car that everyone wants to drive. Thanks to the strong demand for the all-electric sedan from its user base, the car hire company decided to add dozens of Tesla Model 3s to its fleet as a part of an effort to electrify more of its vehicles. Virtuo, a car hire company that allows individuals to hire and unlock premium cars through a mobile app, wants to electrify 50% of its fleet by 2025 and finally 100% by 2030. The company currently has over 150,000 active customers and boasts a fleet of 4,000 vehicles, which are operating in France, Italy, Spain, and the UK. In a note to CNBC, the co-founder and CEO of Virtua, Karim Kaddoura, indicated there is currently an awe associated with the Tesla brand among its clients and that most users are demanding Tesla cars to be added to its fleet. It's been very clear over the years, and in the last survey that we did, that Tesla Model 3 specifically was the model that everybody wanted to drive, Karim remarked. In a response to consumer demand, Virtua plans to add at least 50 Tesla Model 3 long-range vehicles to its fleets in London and Paris. The vehicles will be available to customers for hire at a rate of approximately £69, $96 per day, though these prices may vary depending on the length of the hire. The Virtua CEO is optimistic that many customers will opt to hire the Tesla, as the Model 3 sedan is packed to the brim with the latest features and bleeding-edge tech as opposed to other Virtua's cars. Coupled with its explosive acceleration of 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.1 seconds, an impressive range of 360 miles, the Tesla Model 3 will certainly be a car that every Virtua user wants to drive. Kaddoura admitted that his car hire company has been pondering the introduction of the Tesla Model 3 vehicles to its fleet for several years now, but wanted to understand the additional operational challenges that electric cars present before it committed to Teslas fully. As a part of its initiative to learn what it takes to operate EVs, the car hire service first added several Hyundai Kona electric units to its fleet in the first quarter. The company didn't want to immerse itself in electric cars without having at least a bit of experience with Tesla electric cars, according to Kaddoura. The lack of electric vehicle charging infrastructure and the range of electric cars are some of the challenges that have held back the car hire company. Considering that Virtua is now adding approximately 50 Tesla EVs to its fleet, it appears that it has learned that Tesla has installed more than 6,000 superchargers across Europe and improved the range of its EVs with a new battery pack. The adoption of the Tesla Model 3s by Virtua could also have been spurred after the investors pumped $60 million into the European car hire company last month, bringing the total investment in the company up to $96 million. The renewed focus on EVs comes as some of the world's biggest automakers have pledged to ditch ICEs in favor of electric power over the next few years. Make sure to check out one of the videos shown on your screen right now. We post videos daily, so feel free to subscribe and stay up to date on all most recent news and updates.